Cowboys Nation, things are heating up in Dallas, and the spotlight is squarely on the team as they head into one of the most anticipated matchups of the season. Over the past 2 weeks, the Cowboys have been building momentum in a way that makes fans both excited and cautious. A pair of wins has injected energy into the locker room and sparked conversations about what this team is capable of if everything clicks. The victory over the Philadelphia Eagles might not have been as dominant as the previous weeks when against the Las Vegas Raiders, but it was significant, a testament to the team's ability to pull through under pressure and demonstrate resilience. That comeback, overcoming a substantial deficit, showcased both determination and skill, a combination that has been somewhat inconsistent for Dallas over the years, but seems to be finding its footing now. Unfortunately, that hard-fought win came with a significant setback. During the game, starting left tackle Tyler Guyton suffered an injury that immediately raised concerns about his availability for the upcoming Thanksgiving clash against the Kansas City Chiefs. Reports indicate that Guyton is dealing with a high ankle sprain, an injury that has a reputation for sidelining players for key games, especially when they occur at this point in the season. This marks the second time Guyton has faced adversity this year, following a bone fracture in his right knee during training camp, which forced him to miss the entirety of preseason action. The resilience he has shown returning from that previous injury was impressive, and the timing of this new setback is particularly frustrating for both the player and the team. With Guyton sidelined, the Cowboys are turning to Nate Thomas to step into the starting lineup. Thomas, who had been waiting in the wings, proved during his recent time on the field that he is ready for the challenge. His performance was solid, instilling a measure of confidence that the team will need heading into Thursday afternoon. The transition from a seasoned starter to a backup is never seamless, but Thomas demonstrated poise under pressure and an ability to adapt quickly to the demands of top-level football. It will be intriguing to see whether he can sustain that level of play and continue to protect the quarterback and open lanes for the running game when the Cowboys face the Chiefs in a game that carries both pride and playoff implications. Kickoff is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with a national audience tuning in to see how the team responds to the adversity and whether their momentum can carry them forward. Meanwhile, the narrative surrounding the Cowboys' offense has been elevated by the emergence of wide receiver George Pickens. The impact of Pickens cannot be overstated. In a recent game against the Eagles, he shredded what many consider to be a top-tier defense, racking up 146 yards on 9 receptions and scoring a touchdown. That performance was critical in helping Dallas overcome a 3-touchdown deficit and secure a 24-21 victory. Pickens' presence has not only changed the way opposing defenses prepare for the Cowboys, but has also transformed the dynamic within the team's own offensive strategies. With him on one side of the field and CeeDee Lamb on the other, defenses are constantly stretched and forced into difficult situations. The addition of tight end Jake Ferguson as a third viable offensive threat further compounds the challenges for any opposing team, creating a multi-layered attack that has become increasingly hard to predict or contain. The trade that brought Pickens to Dallas has sparked discussions across the league about its long-term implications. While the Cowboys may not yet be serious Super Bowl contenders this season, the presence of Pickens positions them strategically for future campaigns. His ability to make difficult catches, create separation, and maintain control under physical contact gives the team an offensive weapon that few can match. The connection between Pickens and quarterback Dak Prescott is already paying dividends, with Prescott praising Pickens' focus, work ethic, and ability to elevate the play of those around him. Observers have noted how Prescott's reliance on Pickens has shifted his offensive approach, balancing the previously dominant connection with Lamb and introducing new wrinkles into the team's game plan. This chemistry is particularly important as the team navigates injuries and lineup changes, providing a steadying influence on both the offense and overall team morale. From a strategic standpoint, the Cowboys are in an interesting position. While their playoff trajectory remains uncertain and dependent on consistent performance in the coming weeks, the emergence of young talent like Pickens and the adaptability of players like Thomas provide a foundation upon which Dallas can build. The team's ability to respond to adversity, whether in the form of injuries or challenging game situations, will likely define their season. Fans are witnessing the early stages of a team that has the potential to surprise, blending veteran leadership, emerging stars, and a resilient coaching philosophy. The discussions surrounding trades, player performance, and game outcomes are more than just conversation fodder. They are indicators of a team in transition, one that could be laying the groundwork for a strong push in the coming seasons. The media and fan reaction to Pickens' performance has been largely positive, with many highlighting the skill and determination he brings to every play. His ability to beat double coverage, maintain focus under pressure, and consistently execute in high-stakes moments has shifted perceptions not only of his personal talent, but also of the Cowboys' offensive capabilities. The narrative is changing from what the team has struggled to do in previous seasons to what they are now capable of achieving when all elements align. This shift has energized fans and created a renewed sense of optimism, even amidst the challenges posed by injuries and tough matchups. As the Cowboys prepare to take the field on Thursday, all eyes will be on how the team integrates these developments into their game plan. The interplay between veteran experience, the emergence of young stars, and strategic adaptations in response to injuries will be critical in determining the outcome. Observers will be watching Prescott's leadership, the offensive line's adjustments with Thomas stepping in, and Pickens' continued ability to challenge defenses. Each of these elements contributes to the evolving story of a team striving to overcome obstacles, capitalize on opportunity, and redefine expectations for themselves and their fans. The intensity of the matchup against the Chiefs will test the Cowboys' resilience, adaptability, and strategic execution, setting the stage for a game that promises excitement, drama, and the kind of high-stakes football that makes this sport so compelling for viewers across the nation. As we dive deeper into the Cowboys season, the conversation inevitably shifts to how George Pickens has transformed the offense and the way defenses have to adjust to his presence. What we've seen in recent weeks is a player who not only thrives in isolation, but also elevates everyone around him. His ability to read defenses, find soft spots in coverage, and maintain possession through contact has forced opponents to rethink their approach on virtually every snap. The dynamic between Pickens and CeeDee Lamb has created a 1-2 punch that few teams can counter effectively. And when you add Jake Ferguson into the mix, the Cowboys have developed a multi-pronged attack that keeps defenses guessing and allows Dak Prescott to exploit matchups with precision. Prescott's trust in Pickens is evident, and it has changed the narrative around Dallas' passing game. The quarterback has consistently praised Pickens' focus, preparation, and competitiveness, qualities that have a ripple effect across the locker room. This synergy is critical, particularly as the Cowboys face key games in a stretch of the season that could define their playoff chances. Each catch, each yard after the catch, each clutch moment Pickens delivers serves as a reminder of just how integral he has become. It is one thing to have talent, but it is another to consistently perform under pressure, and Pickens has proven time and again that he belongs on the field in the most critical moments. The implications of Pickens' trade from Pittsburgh extend beyond individual performances. Strategically, Dallas has acquired not just a top-tier receiver, but a player whose presence shifts defensive schemes in ways that open opportunities elsewhere. Running backs find more space, quarterbacks have more time to survey the field, and the offensive line can operate with slightly less pressure because Pickens forces defensive coordinators to allocate additional resources to contain him. This is the kind of ripple effect that changes the complexion of games and has fans and analysts alike speculating about the team's trajectory, not just for this season, but for 2026 as well. Injury management continues to play a critical role for the Cowboys. Tyler Guyton's absence presents challenges, but the team has shown a remarkable ability to adapt. Nate Thomas stepping in has already provided proof that the Cowboys are not overly reliant on a single player and that their depth is functional in high-pressure situations. The offensive line will need to continue this level of performance against the Chiefs, who bring a formidable pass rush that tests the limits of both experience and adaptability. Dallas' ability to adjust mid-game, find mismatches, and maintain composure under pressure will be a deciding factor in whether they can maintain momentum and continue to build confidence heading into the final stretch of the regular season. The narrative surrounding the Cowboys is also tied to league-wide perceptions. The way Pittsburgh handled George Pickens and the subsequent performance of Dallas adds layers of intrigue for fans and analysts across the NFL. The trade that was once seen as minor or even questionable is now being reevaluated, with Dallas emerging as the clear beneficiary. This is not just about one player. It is about how management decisions, player development, and on-field execution intersect to influence a team's fortunes. It highlights the importance of foresight, adaptability, and talent evaluation, and it provides a case study for how one acquisition can ripple across seasons, affect rival teams, and shift expectations in both the short and long term. The Cowboys' current form also underscores the growing significance of team chemistry and player leadership. Prescott's rapport with Pickens, the growing confidence of players stepping into new roles, and the seamless integration of multiple offensive weapons all speak to a team culture that is evolving. Dallas has faced adversity before, and the combination of injuries, mid-season adjustments, and the emergence of key players like Pickens is testing the depth and resilience of the roster. Fans are seeing more than just talent on display. They are witnessing a team learning to maximize its potential, overcome challenges, and seize opportunities as they arise. Looking ahead, the matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs is a defining moment. The Cowboys will need precision in execution, smart play calling, and the ability to stay composed in high-pressure situations. Prescott's leadership will be pivotal, guiding a unit that has shown flashes of brilliance but must now sustain excellence against one of the league's most formidable opponents. The offensive line will need to hold. Pickens and Lamb must continue to create separation and deliver in critical moments, and the running game has to support balance in the attack. Every detail matters, from pre-snap reads to in-game adjustments, and the Cowboys' performance in this game could set the tone for the remainder of the season. Off the field, the storylines continue to evolve. Discussions about future Super Bowl prospects, the strategic impact of trades, and the long-term development of players like Pickens all contribute to the narrative that surrounds this team. Fans are invested not just in the outcomes of individual games, but in the broader picture of what Dallas is building. The combination of talent, coaching, and adaptability is creating a sense of anticipation and excitement rarely seen in mid-season NFL discussions. Observers are beginning to recognize that while the Cowboys may not be the favorite for this year's championship, the foundation they are laying now could have far-reaching implications for future seasons. Dallas offense, energized by the likes of Pickens and Lamb, demonstrates that elite talent can change the trajectory of a team. Every highlight, every clutch play, and every strategic adjustment is part of a larger narrative about growth, resilience, and potential. The Cowboys' ability to maintain this momentum while managing injuries, integrating new starters, and executing against top-tier competition will be closely watched. Analysts and fans alike are aware that what unfolds in these next critical matchups is more than just wins and losses. It is a story about how a team adapts, evolves, and positions itself for success both immediately and in the seasons ahead. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. NFL fans are buzzing with speculation as whispers swirl about a seismic shift in Dallas' defensive approach. Sources close to the team hint that the Cowboys are making a bold push for one of the league's most feared pass rushers, Nick Bosa. If this move comes to fruition, it could redefine the way Dallas pressures quarterbacks and completely reshape the NFC's defensive landscape. Nick Bosa, already known for his relentless edge-rushing ability, has been a nightmare for offensive lines since his debut. Rumors suggest that the Cowboys see him as the missing piece to transform their pass rush into one of the most intimidating forces in the league. Analysts are already speculating how pairing Bosa with Dallas' current defensive front could produce a combination capable of disrupting any quarterback, even in high-stakes games. The chatter has fans imagining scenarios where Bosa's explosive first step and relentless pursuit complement the Cowboys' existing schemes. Could this finally be the solution to an area that has long been criticized in Dallas defense? Some insiders claim that team executives have quietly entered talks, leaving the league abuzz with speculation over a potential blockbuster. Meanwhile, social media is lighting up with reactions from fans, former players, and pundits, all trying to decode what this move might mean for Dallas' defensive identity. Of course, nothing is official yet, but the mere suggestion of Bosa in a Cowboys uniform has created a frenzy. There's talk that this acquisition would signal a complete philosophical shift for the team, moving from a conventional approach to a more aggressive quarterback hunting strategy. The impact would be felt far beyond Dallas, as rival quarterbacks would suddenly have to rethink every snap against a reimagined defensive front. Whether it's hype or reality, one thing is clear. The Cowboys' pass rush could be on the verge of a dramatic transformation. Nick Bosa's name alone has reignited hope, debate, and speculation across the NFL world. And if even part of this rumor proves true, Dallas could be setting the stage for a defensive renaissance. Fans are watching closely, waiting to see if this potential acquisition will become the next major storyline in the ever-unpredictable landscape of professional football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.